Hi guys, I haven't streamed like this in such a long time, so I'm just getting my settings all done. Woohoo, we're live. So I have connected via Zoom. I'm going to change my camera settings here. Yay! You can see my face. Okay, what are we going to do today? Okay, this is a bit bizarre because I'm looking at this camera. So we are going to clean my room up a little bit. It doesn't look too messy. It's unorganized, not messy. So I'm going to clean up my room and I am going to talk as I'm doing it, obviously. Let's get going. My first point of call is just move the camera here so you can see what I'm doing. I have this mess right here that I need to clean up. These are all the fabrics that I use whenever I'm doing a YouTube tutorial, and they're kind of in a little mess right now. So I want to give them a bit of a tidy up, and I'm going to have a little chit chat as I'm doing it. So put you guys over here. There's a Christmas tree there, look. And let's put this here. So guys, what are you sewing? Let me know in the comments down below. It gets a bit lonely just chatting to yourself. Now you're going to see all of this wonderful fabric here. Why is that not zooming in? Come on, camera. The wonders of technology. There you go. Look at this mess. So I'm going to tidy this up. And guys, if you want to tidy some of your fabric mess up with me, be my guest and start tidying. I need my iron. I called this Vlogmas because during December, a lot of YouTube creators do Vlogmas. And I didn't do day one yesterday just because of the fact that I released my regular video on a Wednesday. And I did a folded star, which isn't sewing. I'm going to need some room to actually iron this stuff. So if you want to do a Christmas decoration, I have a YouTube video on how to do a folded star. Has anybody done a folded star? I should have got it off my Christmas tree, shouldn't I? Rather than natter on about something and not actually show it. Hey, I might be better prepared tomorrow. So I'm basically going to go through all of my fabric stash, and it's always much better when you press everything down. I'm going to take fabrics out of here. Like, I like to have fabrics that are handy for doing YouTube videos that are cute and fun. And I have another shelf that's up high that I store all of my different colours. This is supposed to be just boxes that are kind of like grab and go, not like where I stuff every single piece of fabric I own in it. So I need to tidy this up. This can actually go into one of my smaller bins. I have smaller bins that are like colour coded. I did some YouTube videos on them as well. And some of them are out of black. I've got like black and pink and everything. So what I like to generally do is organise my fabric by colour, and obviously this is not pink. And then anything smaller than a typical yardage would end up going in here under the colour that it's supposed to be. So I think over the next few days I'm going to organise all of this stuff. So I am going to just start with this little mess down here. I generally don't sew with black. So the other day I realised I didn't have any black fabric and had to go out and get some, so it's always better just to have some on hand. Do you buy the fabric that you need when you need it, or do you have a supply in your sewing rooms that you go to? I know there's some people that literally just do a project and they don't have any fabric in their room. I'm obviously not one of them people. So I'm going to put that in my regular colours, but I don't want that in here. And this is another one that should be in my regular colours as well. I love this colour. So I have been reading a series of books. Here's me sound like I've read like loads and I haven't. I read the first book of this here. I think my lights above that are blue are making the room look blue. 1 second. There we go. So this is the second book in the series. The first book in the series is called The Quilter's Apprentice. And it's about, so the first book, it mainly focuses on these two women. There's a lady called Sylvia, and there's another lady, she's a girl and she's called Sarah. I find the main character to be somewhat annoying. I know that's really bad. So basically, Sarah's boyfriend was struggling to find work in her state, and they end up moving to this different community, this different state. And he's a landscape gardener and she's an accountant, and he ends up picking a job up working for this old lady at this mansion. And I won't give too much away, because obviously if you want to read the book, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys. Has anybody read it? So basically they befriend each other and they help each other with some problems, and she was going to sell her mansion to this property developer, like the old lady, Sylvia, and Sarah basically comes in and they end up not selling it, and they turn the mansion into a... Oh, that was it. I'm skipping a big part. So Sarah ends up wanting to learn how to quilt because she sees that Sylvia does quilting, and I think Sarah's grandma used to do quilting way back when, but she never really learned off her grandma. She picked up a couple of things, never really learned. And she gets Sylvia to teach her how to quilt. So the book is very much like a quilting book as well as a novel, and it's kind of cool if you're into quilting because they talk about like quilting terms, and obviously Sarah joins this guild and they befriend these other people, and it's quite sweet. It's quite a sweet book. So anyway, she teaches her how to quilt, and the mansion doesn't get sold, and they end up turning it into a quilting retreat. And Sarah and Sylvia end up being like business partners along with some of the women in the community. So it's quite cool. I think she's done about 22 of these books. So if you're into quilting and when you don't want to quilt and you want to read, that is the book for you. Or series of books. And I like it when I find a series of books because I know I've got another one to read after that. I used to have this really weird thing of not being able to read and finish a book if I found a really good book that I liked, so I didn't want to finish it. I know, bad. One of them things. Do you have any book recommendations? Let me know. Comments down below. Hey, I might give somebody a boost to actually sort out their fabric stuff today. I don't know why this camera wants to unfocus on me all the time. It's kind of annoying. What is it focusing on? It's not focusing on me, that's for sure. There we go. So if I hold my hands out like this, like, please give me the zoom. I love this fabric. This fabric's so cute. Honestly, I find that if you press your fabrics, they obviously lie so much faster and behave nicely. I'm going on to this like whole pink phase now, rather than teal. So the second book, Round Robin, I've not really read that much of it. I've read up to chapter 1, and the main character is still annoying. And I think she's annoying because she has a situation with her mum, and obviously the writer wants to prolong this situation until she lets us know what's happened. But that whole storyline is somewhat annoying. looks so cute. Kitty cat kittens. Guys, it's going to take me such a long time to go through all of this fabric. There's a lot. My hair is all over the place. So I have fabric bins up on my shelf over there that store my itty bitty pieces. Like this would be classed as itty bitty, and it shouldn't be in that other bin. It should be in like itty bitty bins. So what I might do is I go through, let's pull out these itty bitty pieces and put them in itty bitty bins. It's another one, small piece. There's threads everywhere. So I did invest in a Cricut maker. I decided to go with it. I do have another cutting machine that I invested in like years ago, and it wasn't good. I got it for cutting fabric, and it wasn't very good at cutting fabric. And you know, I used to watch videos on how to use that particular machine, and then I would see loads of things popping up about the Cricut maker or the Cricut in general, and their software is just so much better. It is really good. So I've delved in the world of Cricut. So I may do a video on that one day. I love this fabric, and I've never really, like candies, it's a perfect like snack bag pouch tutorial. I've got to do a tutorial on that somewhere. This is another itty bitty. I used to go in the itty bitty bin. This is cute. I feel like I'm going fabric shopping. This is what I did my mat out of. So my mat is like one side Teflon. So whenever I'm doing my applique, it's really good because it doesn't stick. And then the other side is a pressing mat. And then I just use pins just to attach it all the way around. This is like a tile, like a ceiling tile that's made out of like, it's like a foam or some sort. And then I use this to press my fabrics. So this fabric here was to replace my old one because they start looking a bit shabby, and it's just a great way of just having a nice pressing mat that kind of looks new all the time. So I have a bin. I know I have a bin just for jelly roll. I know this is bigger than a jelly roll, but just for jelly roll pieces. I need to put that to one side because I have a load of jelly roll sections here that all need to be put to one side. This is my canvas. Love working with canvas. That also goes in a different bin. Whose New Year's resolution is it to keep a tidy sewing room? I should organise these by colour. I was going to buy some comic boards just recently to keep these consistently folded. Now some people use comic boards. I think I'm just going to organise them into colour at the very end. Otherwise, I'm just going to be like moving a pile like all the time. All the time. I wonder if I should start singing Christmas songs. It's another small strip. Do you know when I'm looking for small strips and I end up going into my big strips? And all the small strips are just hanging out in the wrong piles. This is cute. Small strip. Small piece. Tiny. I should just call this like Vlogmas Day 2 ironing. I bet there's somebody out there that would like to watch ironing videos. Somebody just ironing. Hey, there's something out there for everyone. I love this. Look at this. I like this one as well. I could have done this as a person. I think I might do this as a person mat next time. This is fun. This is nice and pretty. What I do have issues with when I go to the quilting store is like, I do a lot of small sewing things with some of my YouTube videos, and just to get something with a small pattern on it, it's quite difficult. So this is one of my old, I think this was one of my previous lives. I think I did this with my mum, and I should get my mum on and do a live again. Might do that over Christmas. This is when I used the Derwent Inktense pencils, and this is like thread painted and drawn on, and then coloured with Inktense Derwent, and they're fantastic. I love using them. You can do your own designs and turn this into a pouch or like whatever I want to use it for. I need to put this to one side. So I remember I've got it. I love using these kind of strip fabrics. I use these whenever I do like binding, because binding looks really good when you use a stripy border. And I'll show you on one of my things here. Let's hope I don't knock anything over. So see that one there at the top that has like the rainbow effect? That was all done with Inktense pencils as well. I coloured all that in. It was actually a white piece of fabric, and the border around there is a stripy border, and I think it gives something extra. See if I can actually get my face in as I'm doing this. Here we go. If I sit like this. Oh dear. Let's raise that up. Only just. I'll make it work. You see my cricket in the background there? I redecorated all of my room this year. It was beige, and I had the teal theme going on, and I decided to change it to pink because I've got this pink thing going on. Got my stash. This is cute. Like that. Just if I can get more of my head on. Try. Probably gonna move stuff out of the way. It's a bit better. I sit a little bit back. I wonder if, yeah, you can see me. Got a lot of Jelly Roll stuff. Little bitties. Something obviously went wrong there. I must have cut into another section. Just like, I don't know why I have that in there. So when it comes to my colours and it's got like multicolours on it, I will try and find the predominant colour within them colours and put it into that box. It's like a jelly roll strip. Let's put it to the side. This to the side. This fabric I love. Why is it when you feel like you're talking to somebody, you can get stuff done so much quicker? I'm kind of just using you. I'm using you as company, as a way of getting things done. I'm going to come on and do a live every single day until I've got all my room tidied. I hate this fabric. I don't know what. Do you ever look at a fabric and think, what the hell possessed me to buy this? That's what I'm thinking right now with that. This is broadcloth. Shouldn't be in here. Should be in another place. I don't know why I have button in here either, because this doesn't belong in here. Oh lordy, if I just cleaned up as I went, I'll save half my time. More buttons. These are my elastics for my face masks. These are different colours. I don't know how many face masks I think I was making just myself. I wonder what else they will come in handy for, other than face masks. Have a look. So this is another. I don't know if I did a live or whether it was a YouTube tutorial. It's so cute. I need to do something with this. Again, that was Derwent Inktense pencils and sequins, and created a snow globe. It's supposed to be me, by the way. It's another cute fabric. It's got like pandas on it. Cute. Such a sucker for Kingdom. So this is taking longer than I actually originally anticipated. This is why we don't like cleaning our sewing rooms up. I think this like Vlogmas is going to turn into like cleaning my sewing room week, isn't it? Really, blooming day. It's going to be a week. So this is another YouTube video I really need to get on with. And do you know what? I totally missed dyeing this. So this is a selection of vintage, like, what do they call it? Vintage embroidered tea towel. And it's sunbonnet Sue, and I'm going to create a whole quilt out of this. And I've cut out all the squares for sunbonnet Sue, and I just need to create a quilt out of the rest of it. And I dyed all the pieces, and this one I noticed I've totally missed. And had I have cleaned out this particular bin in the first place, I wouldn't have omitted this. So I need to put this to one side. getting at the bottom of the box. This colour reminds me of my old school uniform. I didn't buy it for that reason, by the way. I bought it afterwards and realised it looks like my old school uniform. Oh, in the UK, we used to have to wear uniforms. You don't have to do that in North America. I don't know why I have trims in here. I have a place for trims. Throw things away as post-it notes. Part of the cat calendar. So this is nice blue. No idea why I've got a lollipop stick. How did all this fabric come out of that one box? I don't know. It was overflowing, to be fair. I know I have storage for Jelly Roll strips and I have to find it. This fabric's so cute. I'm getting there. It's getting there, honest. So a little bit here. I'm going to cut these off. Yeah, it's still coming. Start some more trims that shouldn't have been in that box. So ugly fabric again. This was another video that I did. It was on thread painting. And this is the Derwent Inktense pencils as well. I love how this turned out. So the Derwent Inktense pencils are pencils that you can colour onto fabric. So you can basically like fabric paint with them on fabric, and they're very neat. You generally need to use a fabric medium that I found in order to make the intense colours, because you basically have to wet the Inktense pencils in order to make the Inktense work better. Hence the name Inktense. So this is one of my pieces that I dyed using the wheat dye, and it came out pretty well. And this is so I can make my quilt for my sunbonnet Sue. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so we got to the end of that. Let's move these over. So this is my original box, and I'm just going to start putting all of my fabrics back in, and I like to put them on the side so I can see the colours. Like so. And I have another box that I need to go through, but I'm not going to sit here and let you guys watch me do another pressing of all them fabrics. These fabrics here are going to go into my little guy bins, because these are the little guy pieces. These fabrics here are all of my jelly roll pieces, so I need to find a storage that I put them in so I have them all together. And I've got my projects, and I think I have a box with projects in it, so I need to find that. So I'm going to continue on my own and get this box put away, get my other box all tidied, and then I'll probably join you again tomorrow for some other cleaning sewing video and continue on with my Vlogmas videos for YouTube. Thank you for watching.